I would talk a little bit about why I like pouring paint so much. Um, well, quite easily, the answer is I always have been obsessed by colors, um, how colors work together, how the harmonies work together. The color wheel has always been a fascination of mine, and working with those different colors and shape have always been a fascination of mine. I always liked abstract painting more than figurative. I do like figurative work once in a while, but for me, well, my camera had just stopped recording for, I don't know. Anyway, the reason I like, well, abstract painting for me has always been the ultimate way to express my love for the colors, my love for how the shapes, the colors interact together, and for me it's been a great part of my painting journey, and I quite like paint pouring because it's all about the colors. It's all about the shapes that form on the canvas. It's all about abstraction and just expressing that love for the colors. And yeah, experimenting with pouring paint for quite a while now, probably a couple of years, not sure. It's been a while, and it remains my favorite way of expressing um, myself, my art, and yeah, I quite like this. And it might just be pouring paint on the canvas for some people, just dumping it, but I mean, some people are just smearing paint on the canvas, some people are just brushing paint on the canvas, some people are just, you know, it's just another medium and another way of using paint to achieve what you like and what, not what you, what you, what you want, and the fun of it. It's just, I think art should be also about appreciating the journey, and I always like mixing my paints and choosing my colors. How will it work today? And yeah, that's about it, really. I love paint pouring because I love colors, I love shapes, I love how shapes and colors interact together on the canvas. I love the fluidity of it, and yeah, that's about it. So let's get to painting, shall we? Alright, so the idea today is just a Dutch pour, the technique. I will use my hairdryer to move the paint outward in different steps. Like, I will pour a little bit of paint, move it, pour a little more, move it, and so on and so on. I want to do this on a black base, and as you can see, I invested in some little silicone mixing pots. Those are really, really, really nice. They're made for resins, but acrylic paints will not stick to them. Like, the the way to clean them basically is let the paint dry and then remove it. It's better for the water, the environment, as I will not use as many plastic cups in the future. And in any case, France decided to ban the use of pretty much everything and not reusable, so there we go, plastic little silicone pots. And they have the little beak too, making it easy to pour the paint exactly where and how you want it. And what I did too is I went on Amazon and bought a kit. So it came with these little thing, and I used them to just prop up my canvas. And since the paint do not stick to them, the canvas do not stick to them. And yeah, they're reusable as well. It's easier than the push pins in the corners and all that stuff. Just place them where you need them, and they do not stick as well to the paper or the paint, the drips that go on my surface, so you can just take them, move them, and yeah, super easy. Love it. I recommend strongly. So what I did today is a little bit of pale magenta with teal and silver, as well as a little bit of zinc white, in the hopes of maybe getting a little bit of lacing and effects. I think it's gonna be interesting. So let's see. Zinc white is quite transparent, so even if I put a lot, um, the colors under will pop through the white, and the white will only serve to make nice effects as I blow it away. And I will stop right there. And I will give you, as usual, a time lapse. See the effects appear, the paint settle, move, and that's it. So, time lapse. Alright, it changed quite a bit. It will keep changing. And now, the second part of why I love pouring paint so much. The interaction on the canvas caused by the different densities, the different pigments, the human ingenuity throughout the times, throughout the history, to find those pigments and mix them with oil to get paint. And later in history, acrylic emulsion came into play, but they still needed those pigments, and they kept using those pigments or inventing new pigments. And those pigments not only interact like visually the colors, color contrast and such, but they interact together in different ways on a canvas. Like the zinc white pigment, which is, oh, zinc oxide. Yes, thanks. I had a blank there. Zinc oxide, which has a very heavy density compared to the rest. It will sink into the painting, push the other colors up. You can think of it a bit like water and oil, but it's not the same here. It's just really the densities that are different. They will mix together if given the chance, but I didn't overblow the paint just a little bit to give it this look, keep the colors intact as much as possible. But I knew from my previous paintings that the quinacridone magenta pigments interact nicely with the teal and creates a nice dull purple. And you can see that purple in some places. Once again, the interaction of colors, the interaction of the paint itself is what fascinates me. And I love researching like how the pigments are created, where they got them. Some pigments are completely natural, like raw umber or burnt umber. Seems like if we can cook umber properly, it's either raw or burnt. But yeah, it's found in the earth, and it's really cool. Like another one example of that is ultramarine blue. It's made from an ultramarine. A cobalt blue made from cobalt, and others are just invented with our technology advances in laboratories, and I find it fascinating, really. So that's why I like pouring paint so much. Not only visually, the interaction of the colors on the canvas, what you see, but what's behind it, what causes those effects, and I just love that. I love this painting, quite interesting. Can't wait to see where the silver will pop the most. It's quite dull at the moment because when you mix the silver with the medium, it becomes dull, it loses its iridescence. But as the medium dry, it will dry transparent and leave only the pigments to show, and I think the silver will show up a lot more once the painting is dry. But it will also dry much darker because it's on a black base. Not as in your face, not as a poppy preppy. The teal will show quite a bit. Magenta, not so much, I think. And the silver will just leave some nice iridescence in places. The white, I think, will show a lot in the middle, but in the edges, as you can see, it's selling and the white is sinking. So there will be less, and it will show a lot less as well. So, all in all, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are having a great day too. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a a great day once again. And yeah, make sure to subscribe for more. I post video, not as regularly as I used to, but I like to think more about the painting I want to create, why I want those colors, and what I want to try. I think I make better paintings that way. Not sure if that's true, but I feel like it. I'm always really satisfied with the results and what I had in mind. Not exactly the result I had in mind, but close, and I'm happy about that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!